Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about Lambda functions. It's a new feature in Excel, and if you're not familiar with it, I'm going to give you a quick overview of what it is and why you may want to use it, and some examples of how it works. So what a Lambda function allows you to do is to create basically a custom function that you can use in Excel. In the past, what I would need to do in order to do this would be go through Visual Basic, create the logic in there, create a custom function that you could then use in a spreadsheet. With a Lambda function, you don't need to do that. The really cool thing is you can go through as you would create a named range, except you're basically creating a formula that can then be used in your spreadsheet. So it's a really cool feature. I'll show you how to do it. So just like creating a named range, I can go to the name manager, create a new range. I'm going to call this one just times 5 because I'm going to multiply a value by 5. A really simple function to start with. So I'm going to enter equals lambda, and I need to enter an argument, a variable. So I'm going to start with x. And what I want to do with x, I'm going to put comma, x times 5. So simple enough. I want an input of x, and then I'm going to multiply x by 5. Hit OK. Right now the value is to an error, which is fine. I'm going to enter a value here of 100. And now I'm going to use my new custom function here, my Lambda function, times 5. And you can see it's looking for that x value, which I'm going to set to this cell. Close it, and now multiplies by 5. So I could change this dynamically, and it's going to automatically multiply by 5. Now you can do more complex formulas than this. Let's say you've got a stock that over 10 years you expect it's going to rise by 200%. Now, if I wanted to calculate the compounded annual growth rate for this, what I might do is just use a regular formula in Excel. So in that case, what I could do is 1 plus the growth to the power of 1 divided by the number of years, and then subtract 1 from that. And that tells me that the compound annual growth rate is 12%. To prove that out, I could do 1 plus that percentage to the power of 10, which is 3, which is correct. It's triple. The actual growth is 200%, but the value would be 3 times as large. So what I can do is create this formula as a Lambda function. So I'm going to copy that, go back to my name manager, create a new value, and say, call it CAGR, compounded annual growth rate. I'm going to say lambda, and then in this case, I'm going to need a value of x and y. X being my percent change, y being years. So I'm going to type in x and y, copy my formula into here. So I'm going to get rid of the equal sign. So if I'm specifying x as my percent change, then I'm going to change this value here to x, and then this value here to y. So x and y, and now I've got 1 plus the percent change, and then to the power of 1 over the number of years. Okay? So let's see if this works. So I'll type in CAGR, my custom function. So now the percent change is going to be 200%. The number of years is going to be 10. So if it's correct, it should give me 12%, which it does. So the beauty of this is now I can change this. Let's say I want to do 11 years, right? 10 years. Let's say 500% instead of 200. Automatically calculates. So rather than creating this formula perhaps every time, you now have a convenient named range that you can access, and it'll do these calculations for you. So that's the really cool thing about these Lambda expressions, because as you can see, once you've created this formula that works, you can copy and paste this into that named range and reuse it. The key thing is you just want to replace those variables. In this example, I've got x and y, so you want to make sure you're assigning these properly. And then if you do, you just need to enter in those arguments, and then it'll calculate it as if you were creating this formula new each and every time. And you could store multiple formulas in here. I've still got my times 5 formula. I've got my compound annual growth rate formula. I could add more to this list and make my spreadsheet really versatile and full of different calculations that I frequently access. So that's a quick overview of Lambda functions. As you can see, there's a lot of potential here, especially if you need to create some custom functions and you don't want to have to go through Visual Basic to do that. So hope you found this useful, and thank you for watching.